going to work.
This season on Timber Titans.
It takes a certain kind of person to be a logger in British Columbia.
It's one of the most dangerous jobs.
So sketchy.
You gotta be a little bit haywire. There's a little bit of cowboy in everybody that's out here.
Nothing like logging. It's a different adventure every day.
It's a constant battle.
It's steep, we're high elevation.
Challenging, windy.
4 seasons, and we can have them all in one day.
We don't have a lot of time. We're getting warm weather with the next day or so. There's no getting by him. Roadblock. Oh, no.
Brutal conditions.
I can't see nothing.
Fog is the kiss of death.
You gotta love it when the stakes are high. That's part of the attraction.
This could be disastrous.
Watch your back.
We're small, so I do need things to go smoothly. Hopefully you don't have that many breakdowns.
Well, that didn't last very long.
And I'm not much of a mechanic.
Oh, look at this.
Taking trees that are already dead.
Small volume, high value.
Bang, bang.
This year, the fire hazard is really early. It's kind of scary.
The battle's not over until these logs get to market.
It's stressful. We've got a little runaway here.
Oh my God.
That's logging.
I think it's gonna rain again. Yeah, what a spot, eh? Yeah, fog is rolling down. How's it feel?
Feels like logging in the dark.
Looks like fog's come back a bit, unfortunately. We're gonna weather check.
If you look up the valley there, you can see that the visibility in the treetop is not very good.
With helicopter logging, when the fog comes in or the wind, we can't fly. And when we can't fly, it adds a lot of cost to our operation.
In the coastal mountains of Vancouver Island.
So we're heading up the road here to try and get an eyeball on this hillside.
Wet winter conditions have the heli-logging team from Integrated Operations on the verge of a shutdown.
This is a helicopter-based job. Fog is the kiss of death. So when you can see through it, it's thin, and working in thin fog is okay, but thin can turn into thick just like that. Yeah, it looks like the valley bottom is open at the moment.
Yeah, we copy.
The weather in the Narrows is unlike anywhere else in the world.
Located on the west coast of Vancouver Island, the Narrows is a remote valley with thick coniferous forests, steep, rugged terrain, and the highest rainfall in North America. The block is made up of old clear cuts where large cedars were harvested but overlooked during the extraction phase because they were covered with forest debris or impossible to access.
We're going into old blocks and picking up wood that's been down for anywhere from 5 years to 100 years.
One of the things that attracted us to the Narrows was the opportunity for salvaging some of the dead and down material. But it's one of the most challenging projects that we've ever taken on as a company, by far.
Integrated Operations Group is a Vancouver Island-based logging company started in 2014.
Clients know us as a company that does the steep, the remote, the difficult access, the stuff that's hard to get to.
The Narrows took 2 years of strategic planning before logging began 2 weeks ago.
We've invested well over $1 million in trying to produce something, not knowing if we're actually going to make money.
Okay, we're coming over this out here.
The centerpiece of the operation is the Sikorsky S1E1 heavy lift helicopter. A commercial version of the Sikorsky Sea King anti-submarine helicopter commissioned by the U.S. Navy during the 1950s.
The S1E1 is a staple here for yarding helicopters on the coast.
Along with the S1E1, a Bell 206 Jet Ranger serves as the support helicopter.
The Bell 206, it's not meant for hauling logs. It's a light-duty machine that gets guys on and off the hill.
These guys are just waiting for the ride up the hill. It's just way too severe a terrain to be able to walk into any of these blocks.
Every day starts with a tailgate meeting. We talk about where guys are going, what paths they're going to.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
Integrated's hill crews are critical to the success of the project. Working in teams of 2, the hill crews are dispatched across the block, where they salvage high-value timber and prepare it for flight.
Guys are hiking all over the place, bucking logs, cutting stuff up, and holding a 50-pound chainsaw. It's one of the most dangerous jobs that exists today.
Okay, I'm going to work. To be a heli-logger? Yeah, you gotta be a little bit haywire. There's a little bit of cowboy in everybody that's out here.
It's brutal work because you're going through the grown over underbrush in steep terrain. Looking for wood that somebody else had left behind.
Look at that! That's huge! Found a cedar tree.
Bill spots a massive cedar that could be worth thousands of dollars,
I'm kind of curious how good it is.
as long as it isn't rotten inside.
Did you want to bore in to the top?
I'll do that, yeah.
Sometimes you can't see the quality at either end, so you've got to cut into it to see what's there.
I made this cut to make sure that all the work we're about to do is worthwhile, and it had enough solid sawable wood for the mill. Like, it looks pretty good, huh?
Oh, I think it's worth it. The helicopter can only carry so much weight. This one's too big, as you can tell. 7 feet at the butt, it's 5 feet at the top, and it's 60 feet long. So we're gonna have to make it a lot smaller.
No, I'm thinking I need the big saw.
Woo!
I'll call Sig. Hey, Sig from Nate.
Hey.
Do you have a time frame when you can send that bigger saw?
Yeah, I'll ask Kurt to come up and we'll sling it over to you.
Thanks.
206 is coming up.
206 pilot Kurt is dispatched to deliver the saw.
Kurt, he's a top shelf pilot. He's one of the best pilots I've ever worked with.
Kurt, can you have a look at that valley again for us? Yeah, kind of foggy, but still good, yeah.
I've worked with Kurt for years. He's so efficient at what he does.
8-8, whereabouts did you guys get to from the pad there?
If you're looking up there, right there, rep.
All right.
Well, since we're gonna rip this log in half, and it's 7 foot at that end, we needed a bar that's gonna reach.
Ripping involves sawing the log straight down the middle to maintain its length.
You rip it, and then each half will fly, because it'll be light enough at that point.
He's marked where he thinks center is for the log, and he's gonna run a line that's up in the air. So when he runs the saw through the log, as long as he keeps the handlebar on the side of the string, it'll be a nice straight cut. I'm gonna fire this thing up, see if it even runs. Yeah, it's no wonder the old timers had white finger. If you hang on to one of these long enough, because of the vibration, you actually lose feeling in your hands. It was a common injury with the followers of the past. Anyway, it runs.
The job takes its toll. You're constantly gripping a saw that's vibrating. It can be hard on the extremities. I've never ripped a log this long before in my life.
Neither have I. It's gonna be interesting.
So we got a giant cedar log laying on the side of the mountain. Because it's sitting the way it is doesn't mean it's going to stay that way.
I'm concerned it might slide down.
I mean, it's pretty steep there. The risk of the job never leaves your mind. There's moments when you're in a high-risk, dangerous situation where you could get hurt or killed.
We're gonna need to stand on this high side.
Yeah.
If it starts to roll down the hill, if you're standing within the vicinity, you're going to get tagged.
On the west coast, with fog rolling in, Nate rips a 6-ton cedar while his partner Bill keeps watch.
Yeah, it's dangerous. There's a good chance a portion of it's going to roll down the hill.
Nate needs to be ready in case the low side of the log starts to break away.
Having a partner with you rip it, you'll have one guy working and one guy watching to make sure that, you know, he's well in the clear of anything that might go wrong.
So far, the 60-foot log isn't budging.
While he's ripping, the cut's gonna want to close up a bit. So if we make these large wooden wedges and drive them in, that keeps the cut open, makes it easier for him to rip it. We're gonna use that to open it right up.
That's good.
So that when the helicopter comes along, hopefully the opening's big enough, he can get the grapple in it. We were a bit worried about the weather, as you can tell. It's not getting better, it's getting worse.
The fog's always in your mind because you need to be able to get a helicopter. That's the only access to where we're at. And if he can't see, he can't fly.
This is bad. We're gonna monitor the radio. If they decide they're gonna pull everybody, then we're gonna have to make for the pad as fast as we can. This is not the kind of spot you wanna walk from. It's like a 10-kilometer hike to a pickup truck. Through that, I think I'd rather fly.
How are you guys doing today? It's wormy.
Yeah, the sooner we can get out of here, the better off we are, I think. We don't have a lot of time to waste right now. Mother Nature looks like she's gonna be taking over.
For too long.
Yeah, you bet.
2 hours north of Prince George, British Columbia.
Just in a matter of a week, I bet you the snow's dropped over a foot.
Does Cho Logging is running out of time to finish their winter block, the Holder.
We have around 200 plus loads left in the woods that we have to get out of there before the roads all fall apart.
As winter fades, spring temperatures are thawing the thick layer of ice beneath the block road, transforming it into a muddy pit. Loggers call it breakup, and it signals the end of the winter season.
Breakup is when it's too wet out, the roads are too soft to drive on, so after a certain point, we don't haul anymore.
To get the wood off the block before breakup, the machines need to be running at full capacity.
What's going on, guys? Problem?
Yeah, we got something leaking on the machine there. We should probably check out before I go back to work.
Okay. Do you know what it is, or?
That looks like it's by the AC pump.
An oil leak on the loader could be a sign of a bigger problem.
No lights or nothing coming on, eh?
Nope.
When the machine's down at this time of the season, when we're trying to get all the wood out before breakup, it's not a good thing.
Still full of oil. Those three skidders are dependent on this one machine right now. If this one's down, well, then everything runs behind. It goes right down the line.
Does Cho runs a conventional machine-based logging operation. The bunchers cut the trees. The skidders drag them to the log loaders, where they're sorted and stacked for the processors. The processors limb and cut the stacked logs to spec, and they're loaded onto trucks and hauled to the mill.
Teamwork, that's what it's all about.
I can't see any major leaks or nothing. There must be just something sweating a little bit. So we're gonna run it for a bit and he'll have to stop, keep checking it to make sure that it's not leaking, right? We'll button this up, let him go back to work. Things like that, if you don't keep an eye on them, it could, create a problem, right? And we don't need that right now. Yeah, it's just something we need to keep running. I'm gonna jump on a dozer.
Frost is coming out of the road. The weather's getting warmer.
See these spots like this in the road popping up. That's what happens on weather like we're having right now. Not good. I'm gonna have to scrape that all off of there.
Right on, boss. Thanks.
Yeah, right on.
And the last thing I want to do is not see any wood come off of that hill.
Does Show Logging is based in Mackenzie, BC, and owned by the McLeod Lake Indian Band. The company started in the 1980s with the intent to log on the band's traditional territory. Since then, Does Show has grown to become one of the largest logging companies in British Columbia.
It is a race. Whoever says it's not a race doesn't know what they're talking about.
Back on the block, the machines rush to get the last of the logs harvested before breakup shuts them down.
It's all about back and forth, fast as you can, safe as you can.
On there, Trevor.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
I'm just decking the wood up for the processors, keep the skidders going. Well, things are going pretty good so far. Uh-oh. Oh, man. That blue hose. That blue hose.
On the holder.
Definitely sucks. This is the hose that blew.
A blown hose has halted production.
When the machines are sitting, the company's not making no money.
The nearest mechanic is 3 hours away.
We could be skidding 3-4 more loads by the time he gets here.
So the Trevors will attempt a bush fix.
You want me to give you a ride maybe over with the skidder?
Yeah, go to the pickup and grab some tools and see if there's another hose. Hopefully.
Can't mess around, where do you gotta go? We're not producing nothing right now. People say it's not a race. Yeah, it is a race. It's a race to the finish.
Hi.
There you go.
I knew I had one somewhere.
Trevor finds a hose.
I don't know if that's the right one. We'll check.
If it's the wrong size, they'll have to wait 3 hours for a new one to be delivered.
There we go.
There you go. There's that. Bada bing, bada boom. That a boy. He made it look easy.
Rock and roll. Back to work we go. Hopefully it doesn't leak when we fire it back up. We'll soon find out. Oh, I don't see nothing spraying.
Good.
Thanks for your help.
You betcha.
That's key. Being able to work together as a team.
Back at the Narrows,
Still blows me away that this is left behind, you know.
Bill and Nate salvage a 60-foot cedar log they found on the mountainside.
So I've ripped it.
Want a bucket and see what happens?
Yeah.
Bucket's making the log shorter. Ripping's making the log in half. rip it in half and buck it short.
But the 5-foot chainsaw bar isn't long enough to buck the 6-ton log in one cut.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be creepy at all.
So Bill will have to make a second cut from the low side of the log.
Living dangerously.
The worst case scenario with bucking a giant log is getting trapped underneath.
It's gonna take the big bar and see how far it reaches. We're assuming it's not gonna make it all the way. So once I know how far his bar reaches, I'm gonna take this saw, and I'm gonna take the whole bottom side out, so that when he comes around with the big saw, it's cut free all the way around. Yeah, I'm ready.
If I predict the log to do a certain thing and it does it, I'm fine. But if I go in there and my prediction's wrong and I buck this thing and it comes at me, I need a way out.
I've cut a trail that way, and I'm gonna hide under that stump if this all goes really bad.
You get below these big logs, they're easily heavy enough to crush you to death.
Yeah, that side's off.
The first buck is a success,
There's still a lot of work left.
but there's trouble in the valley.
Weather didn't get any better when I wasn't looking, huh? It's a real problem for all helicopters in the neighborhood.
Oh, jeez. Not looking too promising here. Sean, you got a copy?
Yeah, I can hear you there now, Kurt.
I think we're gonna have to abort.
Worst case scenario is guys get trapped on the hill. We gotta avoid that happening.
Miller Nate, got a copy?
Yeah, Sean, go ahead.
We're shutting down, guys. Gotta get to the helipad.
Copy. We need to get out of here.
Bill and Nate begin the treacherous 20-minute hike back to the helipad.
And it's getting super foggy.
If fog grounds the 206 before they reach the pad, they'll be stranded on the hill.
You don't want to get trapped on the hill overnight. You've got limited shelter and it won't stop raining and you can't keep a fire going. Now you're in real trouble.
Kurt, got a copy?
Yeah.
We're on our way to the pad.
You guys need to hurry. The fog's getting bad. We're shutting down, guys. Gotta get to the helipad.
We need to get out of here.
On the coast,
It's getting super foggy.
Bill and Nate rush to meet Kurt in the 206.
Not looking too promising here.
Come on, pilot man.
If Kurt can't land in the thick fog, they'll be stranded on the hill.
Hope he comes back to get us.
Let's see if we can see anything here.
Can you see us, Kurt?
Oh, here we go, right there.
Helicopter coming. I'm gonna get back here.
Does it bother me working a dangerous job? You gotta love it when the stakes are high. That's part of the attraction, is the risk.
Hey, Kurt.
Kurt's a helicopter pilot, but he's a logger just like us. Getting 15, 20 guys on and off the hill safely for months on end. Kurt's a guy that does that for us.
Kurt? Yeah. You are the best ever. You and my mom are the only ones that tell me that. I'll spread the love.
It's a new day on the Holder.
It's a bit of a challenge, that's for sure.
clear your path, make it workable.
A log loader sits empty on the landing. The operator hasn't shown up for his shift.
The loader's down. It's a little hard to get around.
Logs are piling up, and the skidders are running out of room to work.
You could just drive straight down the other line and out the end.
Yeah, but I skid my own way. Like, you skid the way you do, and I skid the way I do, right?
The congestion, that's when people get a little pissy because it's not the best thing to all be working so close quarters like that.
Got a little bit of a situation I got to deal with. An operator's late, so 2 skidder operators working and nobody piling wood. Get some of it cleaned up so they can keep on skidding.
If you guys are looking for me, I'm gonna be out here. I'm missing an operator here.
Right now, we need every machine running if we're gonna get the wood out before it break up.
When that machine sets, then we're losing production with the other equipment.
If the loader isn't stacking for the processors, they'll run out of wood for the trucks.
These guys that run the loaders and skidders, when they work together, they're always counting on each other, you know, to do their part of the job. He is letting the team down.
There has been a few times that he's turned up late. I have talked to him a few times, and I've given some warnings.
Oh, here he is now.
No, I didn't mean to.
I know, but hey, if you need to go to bed earlier, whatever you need to do,
yeah,
just do it. Like, figure it out. Because if I get another message that says you're late,
I won't be.
That's not going to be good.
Yeah, I hear you.
How do you feel when you have to discipline crew?
The way I feel is when I first think about it or do it, I don't want to do it, right? I mean, hey, we're supposed to be all working together, but I can only warn somebody so many times.
Don't be late no more.
I won't.
I'm counting on you.
100%.
We all got to get along, and we got to get the job done. I feel the pressure because we don't have a lot of time left.
Very wet today.
Back on the West Coast.
So this shows rainfall in the last 12 hours at 46 millimeters. That is a no-go right here.
After fog grounded both helicopters yesterday, Relentless rain is extending the shutdown.
Can't put anybody on the hill because the moisture saturation, soil saturation, it makes the terrain unstable for tree roots and for landslide potential.
We have very strict rainfall protocols for safety. We get so many millimeters of rain in a day, we have to shut down.
We're just waiting for a weather check from camp. Got some pretty typical West Coast weather today. Sorry, Sig, what was that?
Rained out.
Unfortunately.
Okay, thanks, Sig.
We'll stand by.
In the heli industry, our costs really come down to how many cubic meters per hour you can fly. So it has a big impact on the business, obviously, when things start to grind to a halt.
The shutdown could be costly if the weather doesn't improve. But it provides the crew with some much-needed rest inside Integrated's floating camp.
The barge itself was built in 1958. Apparently it carried ore for first part of its life. Eventually it was converted to putting camp accommodations on it. We've got 22 rooms.
A lot of them were designed to be doubles, but we took one bed out, so they're all singles now, and they're pretty good-sized rooms.
The camp is equipped with a commercial kitchen, a mess hall, and satellite internet.
This is probably one of the most, if not the most important room in the entire camp. You've seen the rain, we get 100 mils in a day, and people are completely soaked. Our dry room dries 20 people's clothes overnight. Having put wet clothes on in the morning previously, I really focused on getting this one right.
Our camp costs well over $5,000 a day. When the helicopter's not flying, we're still incurring that cost.
So, today, thanks for making your time available, guys.
If everybody's around camp, it's an opportunity to refocus on the plan, figure out what the next few days look like.
Tell you where we're at so far. We've got about 7,500 meters logged. We've got about 25, 30 days yarding left.
The clock is ticking, and the entire team will need to make up for lost time as soon as the weather improves.
We have an agreement in place with the licensee and some of the stakeholders here at the Narrows where we have to get this thing done in the next month, because if we don't, we lose rights to the wood. And with everything that we've got invested in this, we can't let that happen.
It's important that you guys know what we're looking at. I'm hoping we'll be able to fly again tomorrow. Anybody have any comments, questions, anything? See you at breakfast.
All right, it's good to go.
After a 48-hour shutdown, the S61 is cleared to fly.
61 something?
My clothes are all nice, warm, and dry. Nothing better than a good dry room.
Over at Integrated's floating camp, the hill crews prep for a day on the mountain.
All right.
Weather's our biggest enemy on the West Coast. It can change in an instant out here, so you got to be prepared to get the guys off the hill in a hurry.
It's a pretty good feeling when we can actually go back to work.
Here we go.
But with the shutdown, there's certainly a sense of pressure.
Oh, yeah.
Bill and Nate returned to finish bucking the 6-ton cedar they had to abandon on the hill 48 hours ago.
It was quite a bit, didn't it?
The danger adds a level of adrenaline for sure. If you understand the physics behind it, if you only cut a portion of the log, you know that it can't fall on you.
Yeah, it all went as planned.
The bucked log is tagged so the helicopter pilots can see it from the air.
Oh, 61. Got that giant cedar ripped and tagged.
Okay, we're gonna head over.
So we're gonna get out of here. This job is physically demanding. There's no doubt. Yeah, it's not for everybody, but there's something about the job. Like most of us, I've done lots of jobs in my life, but this is the one.
Nice one. Okay, we're off. Water drop. Nice.
61 just flew a turn to the pocket. Decent turn, looked good. Seeing all these logs come down is just, it's such a big relief for us.
After almost 2 years of investing time and energy in this project, cautiously optimistic. But it's too early to speak with any confidence. Things can go wrong in a hurry out here, so just got to keep at it. It's the name of the game, is just stay on it now.
Down the holder.
In Mackenzie, BC,
Okay, thanks, mister.
Does Joe is doubling down on trucks
Looking good.
as breakup continues to eat away at the block road.
I noticed yesterday there was a couple times where both of the loaders, operators, were just sitting there waiting. because they didn't have any truck. So when they're waiting there for half an hour to an hour, well, that's a couple more trucks they could be loading.
Kevin's contracted extra trucks to move more wood.
See you when I see you.
Oh, you got another one loaded out.
Loaded down 7.
And so far, his plan is working.
We're just running out of time. The weather's getting warmer and it's not good for our road right now.
The Holder Road stretches 9 kilometers across the block with 2 steep switchbacks and a wooden bridge that leaves little room to maneuver.
Where's this bridge at, guys?
And now that the snow has melted off the bridge deck, it's clear there's a problem.
Yeah, the bridge is a little on the rough side. Yeah, it's falling apart every round. Both sides on one end and one side on the other.
One of the last trucks that went out hollered at me and told me he had a problem with the bridge. Gonna go out and check it out. I don't like this white stuff. So this snow's not gonna help us out, not unless we get colder, a lot colder weather. Whatever snow's there is gonna melt, and the only place it can go is on my road. Rotten. Can't trust that there.
We have to stop hauling logs right now to repair this bridge.
They gotta shut the whole thing down. Not good.
Looks like the road's blocked up. Well, that's not good.
On the Holder,
This is the first time I've actually come to a bridge that's been this bad. Rotten.
a worn-out bridge has stopped production.
Yep, she's falling apart.
We have to stop hauling logs to repair this bridge.
And with breakup looming,
Yeah, last thing we need right now.
there isn't much time to get the last loads off the hill.
If we need to replace the whole thing, that's a lot more expense. And right now, it's gonna take a lot more time. That's one thing we don't have.
Kevin calls in local contractor Matt to assess the extent of the damage.
Trying to keep the roads safe for everybody, right? Be no logging if there's no bridge. Without the timber moving, there's no money being made. First, I'm just gonna peel the dirt off, kind of get an idea of what we're looking at.
The hope is that only the top of the bridge is damaged.
The bridges take a pounding for sure.
And the underlying structure doesn't need to be replaced.
Replacing that bridge at this time is a concern just for the amount of time that it's going to take.
The bridge deck is pretty rotten.
But the underneath looks pretty good. Like the frame and everything is perfect.
So just gotta yard them timbers off. We'll lay them into place, squish them together, nail them down.
Replacing the planks should only take Matt a couple of hours, a fraction of the time it would have taken to replace the entire bridge.
I thought it was going to be way worse. Usually it gets to a point where it's kind of unsafe to even put another deck onto it.
I'm gonna smash it down there with the hoe.
How'd you make out?
They're all right underneath, like the stringers are all right.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Get her out while you can.
No, I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Get her all nailed down. Right on. We won't have to hold any trucks up. Don't have to worry about that, eh? Open it up.
Okay, let's go. We're back up and running.
But for Kevin and the crew, the clock is ticking.
Sun's out, breakup's coming. Good race off. She's gonna be pretty ugly, man. Pretty ugly.
For the amount of wood we have left to haul, we're hoping that Mother Nature cooperates.
I need things to run smoothly these last few days to get all the wood out.
It's all a race to the finish. It's gonna be close.
We've had a big game changer. Alberta fires are really needing the heavy lift helicopters for bucketing, so we lost Korsky S61.
At the Narrows, an unexpected loss has shut down the operation.
All the 61s, including the ones we're using, are all gone to Alberta firefighting.
Alberta is burning as more than 100 wildfires rage across the province.
Right now, it's just an absolutely devastating wildfire situation in Alberta. The forest industry is a huge resource for the wildfire suppression and mitigation effort. So when things get bad, these helicopters are often called to task to keep the community safe.
Their commitment is to fight fires. I have no problem with that, but it completely shuts us down.
Without the S61, there's no way to get the logs off the hill.
There's pieces all along here. We're going to be challenged to get all of it, I think.
We're running out of time here, so once our contract's up, we're done. We have to stop logging.
If the S61 doesn't return before the contract runs out, the consequences could be dire.
With everything that we've got invested in this, it would just be devastation for the company.
We don't know when we're going to get them back. Okay. If you don't have butterflies, you should. Okay, here we go. We're on the hunt. We're looking for big logs.
Next time on Timber Titans.
Frickin' all horsepower.
Windy out there. It's a challenge.
Couldn't pick it up. Timeline's ticking.
Whenever you're ready!
We'll be yarding the logs downhill.
Watch your back.